Hello, everyone. This is Zach here speaking, coming to you live from Big City Port. I am here today showing you how to use a program called Trainz. That's funny, I'm a Z stack. And another program called MMD. How do you like that? Anyway, I, I don't know what else to say. Soren, can you help me? No, he's not here. Zebby! Damn. Well, it's just me by myself then. Percy and Sailor Moon Fan 2002 says, "Hey mate, hello there." Or should I say, sod off. Wait, what? Don't you ever do that again, got it? Yes. Oh, good. Hmm. Hey guys, sorry about that. Zach was being a bit troublesome today. I was not. You were too, shut up. Anyway, today we are going to be doing Trainz and MMD, as the stream title suggests. Let's start off with MMD first, because I have lots to show. Actually, no, let's go with Trainz, because I have something even bigger to show. Alright, let's open it up first. Alright. Here it is. Let's go to the thing first. So, y'all remember that stream a few months ago where I started working on a new Misty Island route? Well, it's still here. Let's see how far we've gotten now. Oh. Oh, what's this? Yay! What do y'all think? A huge glow up. I even made the building more accurate. And there's the crane that's left over from the original. I improved the sawmill building a bit. I even added a little cliff top track up here. I had to improvise with this bit. And yes, that is a caravan. Anyway, I really wanted to include like the ocean view from back here, but due to the way the topology is set up, I kind of went against it. Plus, the trees, they just look nicer that way. And the comments seem to be very positive so far. Why, thank you. I did the best I could. Well, that sounds kind of negative coming from me. Well, I'm glad you all like it. Hopefully before the weekends I'll have it out. If I'm not too focused on other things. There is still quite a bit to do. I gotta get in some more trees around general areas, finishing off the textures, etc. Yeah, that's about it. Can Zach come back? I don't think so. I think he's had enough in the show business as it is. Hold on, I'll talk to him for a moment. Hey, Zach. Yeah? You want to come back? No, thanks. Okay, then, if you say so. I think that's enough about Misty Island. There's also another bit of it that I worked on after that. Of course, I gotta get started back up on this. Judging by the fact that it's a trestle, you can all guess what it's supposed to be.
Hmm. It's supposed to be the Shake Shake Bridge. Of course, it doesn't look like the Shake Shake Bridge yet. It's completely straight. To get started on it again, I'll make it shake. I'll make it quake until it shakes. Will we see Ferdinand? Yeah, hold on. Wait, it's not working right for me. There we go. And yes, there. And I'm sorry to say, there's no updated version. It's the same old one from like 2 years ago. Hmm. Hmm. I do wish there was a 3D phase version. It'd be pretty cool to see. Though I will say, not a big fan of like the huge open door back here. Because in on the actual CGI model, there's a little door right here on the left, and on the right there's a little window. And the buffer beams aren't they don't have a wood texture to match up. Will he ever be released? I have no idea. That's up to Ricardo. That's for him to decide. Though once he gets some proper bogeys, then he might. You never know. Anyway, that was quite a handful, wasn't it? Well, let's move on to the second thing that the stream gave us, and that is MMD. Yeah, remember that? The thing that is very obscure in the Thomas community, apart from the railways of Crotunia. That's fun. Hmm. Anyway, Escort 221. Hello. MMD, here we go. Now, the reason why the Thomas model looks like this is because of a special shadow texture added to it. It's called a tune texture. It gives the model more shadows. I've always wanted to know how it works. Huh. Well, I'm guessing this is going to be a tutorial then. Brilliant. Anyway, let's just get rid of Thomas first and then we'll show some track. Now, this is going to be for like tr- train engine models, so I do not know how to work with humans. Very sorry. Load in the track that I use. Now, this track is very good. I'd recommend using it. Basically, it is a flexible track. And by flexible, I mean there's different bones that help you manipulate its curvature. Like, let's say you want to move it to the move it to the left, and you move the bones to the left, each one. Hmm, really, may I ask you in DMs for any tips? Yeah, sure you can. Anyway, the track Escort 221. And you did indeed give me some of your models. I've tried them out and they are pretty good. In fact, just real quick, I'll just show one of them. Hmm, Oliver, there we go. And here is the boy himself. Hmm, it's a pretty good model. It is a variety of faces. Like that one, you guessed. Sad, snarl. I like that one. I like trains and cartoons faces. They have a lot of variety. Like, there's a bunch of faces that the actual model makers didn't even make. Well, couldn't be bothered to. And this one has an upper body bone, so you can do this. There's bones for his whistle to get the steam coming out of him, and the funnel. And as it is a 2D face model, the eyes work almost in the same vein as the Tugs models, where they work on a simple X and Y axis. The the Y axis does up and down movement, and the X does left and right. It's amazing. And it's like this for any other 2D faced MMD model, whether it's from Tony Pilot, TTN1 Great Western, or NASCAR 221, or even the Milan tuner. Except I don't have any of his models, so I can't say. Anyway, let's finish this off. The track also has different morph manipulations where you can change the gauge of the track from the gauge in that is used in Japan to standard gauge to narrow gauge. And if you're really daring, you can excuse me, And if you're really daring, you can combine both narrow gauge gauges and use those to make miniature gauge track. It's amazing. Anyway, we're doing standard gauge for this one. Do I have the Amon model? Unfortunately, I do not. I never found any use for him. But at some point I will. Probably use him. Anyway, back to the track. Now these tracks also come in different lengths. 25 meters, 100, and 400 meters, respectively. And there's also double track, so you can use two engines in the same shot. Oh, wait, I loaded in the wrong one. It's 100 that I'm looking for. There we go. Now, the most time-consuming method is just... Now, to get the tracks to line up with each other, you could just rotate it like I'm doing right now. Or if you just want to do it the old-fashioned way, you could just leave it as it is and just use the Z-axis to move it up. But lining it up is a very time-consuming process, so I just rotate it by 180 and just do that. Now, you see the tracks line up perfectly. And I think it's time we put an engine on. Now for this one, I'm going to use James Jimbo. Oh yeah, Solar P basically updated a majority of his models to have the tune texture. It looks very weird with default lighting, but once you get some shading effects in, it looks great. I have to line the engine up with the track. I recommend going by 9.95 along the y-axis. You register that, and once you register that, a keyframe will pop up. NASCAR221 says he has fixed the height of Sitter P's Edward and James. I've only seen you do that to Edward. I didn't know you did it to James. Anyway, a keyframe will pop up. Like, let's say you want to move James. You moved him just like that. But once you move it back, oh no, he's back to original position. That's what those keyframes are for. So, move him again. You register the bone, and then just like that, the keyframe will pop up. This applies for any other bone. This applies for any other bone you just want to move around, like his tender. Oh, I forgot about that. Um, yeah. Anyway, and the wheel movement is automatic. There's some models that don't have the automatic wheel movement, like Tony Pilot's models. You have to do those manually. But with models from Sodor P and TTN1 Great Western, they're automatic, so you don't have to worry about that. Because you can make them go as slowly as you can. Like, I'm making him crawl right now. Anyway. Anyway, so. Alright, let's give James a test animation, shall we? Alright, so we register him at 0, then we go to 30, move him along. I like to be specific with my movement places. I'm going about 100 there at 30 frames in. And look, that's a bit fast. Should have done 50. There we go. Actually, no. 60, yeah. At 60. Yep. Actually, no, let's go back to 100. Not 10, 100. There we go. He moves. now, let's. Now, as we all know, trains need wheels to move. So, what we do is we take those wheel bones, and since they're automatic, we had to create a midpoint for them. So, we register the bone at 0. We and do the same for frame 60. But frame 30, that would be the midpoint. So we do that. I'm doing it at like 8 right now. Let's see how well that syncs up. That worked out pretty well. Didn't it? Let's follow him. The same tactic also applies to his front and tender wheels. Now, since the movement is like 8, I'm gonna have to apply that to his front wheels as well. And his tender wheels. Just like that. I'm gonna have to move the shadow a bit. There we go. Now, wheel movement takes a lot of. Now, these types of movements, well, they take a bit of time to get right, but if you work with it long enough, then I think you'll be pretty happy with what you come up with. That's pretty cool. Now, just a word of warning. If you decide to do stuff like JBS bouncing, it wouldn't be a very good idea. Because Sodor P's rules are as follows. Apparently, these models are only to be used in the Series 1 to 7 format and not Season 8 onwards. Though it actually is kind of funny because look at that. He made a model of James in his black livery from The Adventure Begins, something that came out from Season 8 onwards. What are the odds? I'll check them in a minute. Actually, I'll get them around first. Hmm. Control C. Oh, there we go. Hmm. Hold on. I made the mistake of using Tane to look for those dependencies. It's okay. It's okay. Hmm. What's this one? Huh. And you'll be receiving those in a minute. A second, even. MMD keeps disappearing. There we go. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Well, that's a bit disappointing. Some of the dependencies are a bit big. Probably because of one of the depths, isn't it? Nope. That's a bit awkward. Oh, wait, hold on. That's not all of them. I still need to get you the other ones. Well, it's gonna take a bit of time. I'll just upload them to Google Drive. Archive 1. Now, the ones I just sent you, they should overwrite the originals. So, there we go. Alright, it is uploading now. Oh, we're only a half hour in. Not bad. Ooh, there we go. Sorry about that. Hold on. Oh, uh, hmm. Alright, that's uploaded. Alright. And here's the rest.
straight from Google Drive. It's so simple, but yet so effective. Now, now, I don't have much else to say about it. I don't have much else to say about MMDs, but there is a tutorial by the Melon tuner that you can watch. His goes more in depth on it, and that's how I was able to learn the program. I'm just trying to find it. Uh, oop, my cat was sniffing my leg and it tickled. Found it. Found it. Fun. I don't know what's going on, but it's just starting off from where I previously left off. I'll just send it as it is. Hopefully you guys won't have that problem. And there's the tutorial. Now, Milan knows a lot more about MMD than I do, so I'm sure he'll be a bigger help than me. If you'll all followed along and took a bit of notes, then good for you. At least I was able to help in some way. Look at that. It's amazing, isn't it? And I'm showing that one right now because so it's easier for y'all to see. Anyway, that's been enough. Let's say, are there any tips for trains I may have for you? Only a few. First tip is lighting. Just go with whatever works for you, just as long as it's not too bright and is an eyesore. And not make the shadows a bit dark. Just go whatever works for you, or just go whatever works for you or the aesthetic you're going for. And tip number 2 is field of view. The default field of view is 45, and it makes it look like a really wide shot. In the classic series, the shots were basically mostly up close and more inwards, so as one might say. And I just set mine to 35. It's the closest I can. It's the closest to the classic series, I feel. And here's a tip for route making. Just if you want to start texturing, then just go for whatever textures feel like matches the route you're trying to replicate the most. Same goes for the sets.
I can't say much on topology because I'm a terrible geographer. Plus, doing hills and just cliffs is like very time consuming on my end, and as it is for everyone else. That's all I have at the moment. Hmm. I am being very silent a lot. Very sorry. Anyway, this is my little promo area I've pulled up. Let's say, hmm, I actually don't know what to do with that one. Oh well, back to trains. Actually, do you guys mind if I show off my collection? Because I have quite a lot. That's good, I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright, first and foremost, let's start from the beginning. That's 87546. One slightly modified by me for a screenshot. There's number one Thomas fans Ben and Bill, Nerf Herders Mighty Mac. That's a Shay that's missing dependencies. Alfred, Alice. That's Andreas is missing dependencies. It's a fan character, an industrial one. It's another fan character, Archer. Bears missing dependencies. 06 Ben, 06 or 09 Bert, while Nor'Wester's Bert, 06 Bill. Blisters are missing dependencies. 06 Boko. Caden's missing dependencies. Dockside Island 3D's Barry. Tender. Mainland's models Donald, Douglas, Emily, Whiff. Ooh. Ryan, Spoko. Ooh. Luke, Sir Handle, Daisy, Harold, Stanley. It's more another fan character. 199 is missing dependencies. 5701, or as the cool kids like to call him, Roderick. Diesel 10, 06 Donald, Douglas, 06 Edward, 2010 Edward. Edwin is missing dependencies. John's Edward. Eric is missing dependencies, same as Evan. Ferdinand, Flying Cam. Jeff is missing dependencies. 06 George and 2012 George are missing depths. Uh, this is a 06 Gordon. That's a reskin. Harvey, Iris, Red Blue Humanoids, James reskin. James 2010. Those are missing dependencies. Genty, 06 or 09 Jock. Nor'Wester Jock. That's a fan character by a friend of mine. It's Levy, so you can't tell. Lily, D16, 4472 Flying Scotsman. It's an N2. Where's the shadow? It's a random logging loco. It's Midnight the Austerity, a character created by a good friend of mine. She's not here with me right now, but yeah. Mighty Mac, Missing Dependencies. Wild Nor'Wester Mike, '06 Mike, um, Mainland's 98462. Wild Nor'Wester's Mid Sodor Engines and Missing Dependencies. 98462 from Ravenshire Works. Olivia, Owen's Missing Dependencies. Patrick, Peter. Well, Patrick's Missing Dependencies. Peter's right here. I'm not gonna make a Germany joke because I don't want to be seen as that type of person. It's Andy, Jeffrey, Sean, and Steve. They're Missing Dependencies. That's another Railway Diesel reskin. '06 Rex. Wild Nor'Wester Rex. It's another red and blue reskin. That's my Roderick reskin. Railway Series Ben. Birdie, Missing Dependencies. Bill. Boco's Missing Depths. Railway Series Donald. Douglas. Duck. Edward. Scotsman. Gordon. Henry. James. Oliver's Missing Dependencies. Railway Series Percy. LBSC Thomas. Toby. Series 3 Thomas. It's a narrow gauge coach, brakeman, coal truck, brown truck, flatbed. Duncan, goods van, green coach, gunpowder van, goods van. Peter Sam, red coach, Reneus or Reneus. That doesn't matter how you pronounce it, that's pointless. Sir Handel, Scarloey. Slate truck, Salty. Sheffield, 16. Railway Series Scarloey engines are Missing Depths. Stanley, Sudrian Rails, Henry. The Tender, Sudrian's Percy. Mid-Sodor Model Works, Duke. Edward, Emily, Gordon, Henry, James, Percy. Rusty's Missing Dependencies. Thomas and Toby. Bash, Dash. Though you can't tell which one's is which is because the textures. Diesel 10 again. Dodge, though there's a livery for Splatter. Mid-Sodor Model Works Sunshine. It's a lot of liveries. Upriver. The Drollin. 10 cents. The Red Engine. '06 Thomas. 2010 Thomas. Tony the J94. An OC by a friend. Top Hat. Tornado. John's Bill and Ben. Oh, now we're getting on to the models I mainly use.
There's Ari, Ben, Bert, Bill, Boko, Bulgy, Dennis, Derek, Diesel, Donald, Douglas, Duck, Edward, Fergus, George, Gordon, Henry, James, not Roderick, Murdoch, Oliver, Percy, Stepney. The list goes on, it never ends. Oh, you have no idea, man. Stepney, Thomas, Toby, Cranky, but you can't see him because his head's in the air. Emily, whose update should be coming soon. Keep an eye out on. I hope who I'm hoping the update will come soon on Tramway 3D. Rosie, Colin, and Adam. Lily is missing dependencies. Edward, reskin, and the Thomas reskin. Anyway, that about does it for my 19 collection. Come on, I'm trying to find it. There we go. Back to Diesel 10. The list goes even further on in Tane. In Tane, the list goes even further. I'm gonna have to open that one up. Oh. Oh, my kitty. Uh. Uh, hmm. Yeah. Believe me, you know what you mean as. Oh yeah, yeah, I remember. Anyway, here we are in Tane. The last time I used this was for those reskins. Anyway, let's go. There's Archer again. There's Archer again. There's Bill. Oh, I need to turn the sounds off. Oh, there we go. Uh, oh. I'm gonna have to use it in a less populated area. There's Birdie, the German engine's Birdie. Tane is lagging bad. Uh, I'm gonna have to load in a new route instead of using this one. I hate it when this happens, man. Create new route. Where the lighting is set to default. I'm gonna go simple this time and use Norfolk track. Anyway, there's some items in Tane that I also have in 19, so I'm not gonna show those. Anyway, there's Bert, which is the same as the Airy model. German engine's Birdie.
My Boko reskin, 2010 style. The actual 2010 Boko. Chad the Chad. Uh, '09 Clarabelle. The modified one from A50 Dude. It's a TV accurate Daisy. Not mine. '06 Diesel. 2012 Diesel, which only has like 3 faces. I mean, come on, you need more than that. Dodge. 2010 Donald. 2010 Douglas. 2010 Duck. '06 Duke. It's in the. Here's my reskin. Hopefully, once I get the other ones done, this will be released. Which will probably be a long way from now. Duncan. The old Emily's coaches. Old. Bunch of NG's rolling stock. We'd be here all day if I listed those. Falcon. It's a reskin. Bit bright. It's in the 2010 style. Ferdinand again. It looks a lot better in Tane, I'm just saying. 2010 Gordon. Henrietta 2010. Henry 2010. All 3 shapes. Uh, 2010 James. Now these are the models I primarily use when using this version. It's a K-Class engine. Both Brighton and Southern liveries. There's Midnight again. Man, Nate. Nate, if you're watching this, here's the boy. Ooh. I have a surprise to show you all. Now I know some of you out there are aware of it. But I have a surprise to show y'all. And some of y'all are probably already aware that I have it. Well, I mean, everybody has it these days, but boop. This thing is as rare as the Playrail model. Well, not really, now that it has a Google Drive link to it. Anyway, 2013 Oliver. Yeah. Now, these are not the actual face etchers that come with it. They're from the branch line crew. It just has more faces, so I'm using those. Mr. Oliver. Got that right. 2010 Percy. Now, I fixed the face textures for all of these because I want to keep them as authentic as possible. It's Peter Sam. All the variants. There's Philip. The 2D face Philip. There's the Portapar Judy reskin. There's the faced one with the Railway Series Thomas face with eyelashes drawn on. Rheneas. Rheneas again. The whole thing's pointless. Rusty. Scruffy. The moving eyes. Toad. All of them. Their handle. That's my reskin. Right here's the original. 12's their handle. Handle. There's the brake vans, one of which shared a Quid with Boco's Bogey. It's a breakdown crane. It's a bunch of cargo wagons from the early Setsai 3D days. And this one has some messed up texture. Oh wait, never mind. It's probably the level of detail. Snowplow, all colors of the rainbow. 7 plank wagon. Mr. Fast and Sexy. Splatter. Eiffel Brake Van. Or as the fans like to call him, Dominic. Stepney. My modified Stepney. A Stepney that I've modified for use in videos. Another fan character. Created by a friend of mine. Mid-Soda Model Works Edward. Showed all those. Diesel 10. 10 cents again. '06 Thomas. Reskinned Thomas with very low quality textures on the sides for some reason. 2010 Toby. Cardo's Emily model. I've also modified a little bit. His Stepney model. The proper coaches. Some troublesome trucks. This is not what he looks like now, by the way. And now it's time to get on what some people have mentioned earlier. My reskins. There's Ben. Bill, Daisy. Oh, not like that. Diesel, Dodge, Harry and/or Bert, Splatter. And here's a sneak preview. Scarloey, and Kita Sam. Bill and Ben come with different liveries as well. There's a blue livery as seen in Bill or Ben, and there's another variant with red wheels. What do you think of that? Those who want them, those who want them, I'll put the link in right now. Here it is. What if you gave Ben a variant with those obscure golden buffers? Well, that's the thing. Due to the way the 2006 models are made and textured, that would mean the dome and funnel and couplings would be gold as well. And I'm not very good at editing meshes to make that work, so I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. Sorry. Anyway, I have a lot going on in trains, don't I? Eh. In fact, just for the hell of it, I'm just gonna line up the 2010 models in numerical order. Oh, oh my! I forgot about that. So funny story behind this. I was doing a series of screenshots based on the Pixar Cars movie, the first one, and it was based on that one deleted scene where McQueen's engine is put in a steamroller body, and Mater's engine is put in McQueen's body. Well, I decided to Thomasify that by having Thomas's face on George and Percy's face on Thomas. And I forgot to change them back. In fact, Thomas's steamroller is still here. Uh, I'm gonna have to change that back. Hold on. Uh, hold on.
This won't take long, trust me. I'm also gonna line up the 2010 styled reskins, cause why not? It's fun. Oh, hold on. Try that again. All right. There we go. That's a lot better. Anyway, change it to an appropriate face. There we go. That's the iconic face we all know and love. Edward's next. Setting this up like a Thomas Wooden Railway collection video. How about that? Three. Then Gordon. Got to keep turning these things around. Pleased. Yo. Phone notifications. They are gonna be the death of me. James. Oh, I forgot about that. Hold on. There's James, Percy. Am I gonna have enough room? Percy. Toby. Duck. Also, on Duck, I actually managed to fix the whistle and buffer housing transparency issue. Now, what that means is when you download the fresh version of the model from the original site, or when you used to, and put it in Tane, you would have noticed that the whistle and buffer housings are transparent. Now, I managed to fix that by finding out that there was in the tech in the pictures texture file, there was a line reading alpha. I took that out, and now they're fully non-transparent. That was very worded poorly. I am truly sorry. Anyway, Donald. Douglas.
There's Donald nameplates, Douglas nameplates. Change the face. Oliver. And last but not least, Emily. Wait, wrong one. Oh, wait, where is there we go. She is right here. Emily. Oh, not two of her. There we go. Right. Needs to change her face. Right, so we have Thomas, Edward, Henry, Gordon, James, Percy, Toby, Duck, Donald and Douglas, Oliver, and Emily. What an all-star cast. Am I right? Anyway, time to line up another track and line up my reskins. Right, as we saw earlier, I made an LBSC Thomas reskin in the same style. Of course, it looks a lot less authentic because it's a lot smaller than the actual 2010 model, which is odd. Thomas shouldn't be bigger than Edward. There's a James reskin I made in the same style. And note, these are '06 models I used for these. There's no way in hell I would not. There is no way in hell I would reskin actual 2010 models. Make these. Easy. Diesel. He's not fully black because I'm probably gonna have to fix that because it looks very odd. Hey, at least it works out. Harry and Bert. Faces. Spatter and dodge. And that's about it. Devious, man. Devious. I'll stop. Uh, so, what else do you want me to do? I'm bored. Huh. Never mind. Well, I suppose I could try and do some more MMD. But I will show you an animation that I have done just the other day. Alright. Classic Trainz is so colorful. Yes, indeed it is. Anyway, back to MMD. Let's see what it's all about then, shall we? Oh, look, it's Edward. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's turning on a turntable that is seemingly not anywhere. He's going around again. Oh, this is fun. He's coming around one final time and stop. He's pulling away and never and into the void. That was entertaining, wasn't it? What do y'all think? I think it was pretty good. I quite like the angle I used. He gets the point across. Anyway, enough of that. Shall I try to show you what shaders are all about? Okay. Alright, so we have Thomas here. Oh, the shaders are already applied. So the ones I use is G shader. The variant I use is neutral M2S3. I just adjust the lighting to my liking. 200. I adjust the shadows like so. Now, to be very specific, you have to select the Thomas and subset extract. Now select connecting rod, both eyes, tooth, mouth 1 and mouth 2, and just remove effect. That looks pretty cool, doesn't it? And to make it look even more nice, this excellent shadow. That looks a lot nicer. And for the final touch, diffusion, to give it a much more brighter look. Those are the effects I use. Effect 24. Just gonna save it like that. Okay. Better. Save the image. And I just saved that as a picture. Hmm. This looks pretty good, don't you think? Yeah. Anyway, I'm probably gonna cut it right here. I've done enough already. Hmm. One last time, I'll just bring Zach back in. Hey, Zach,
What?
you want to come back in?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, then passing it on to you.
Thank you. Well, that's it for today, folks. We've done a lot of things today. We've done MMD, trains, and all sorts of other things. And I was glad to be part of it, even though I snuck my way into the studio. Oh, you heard that, didn't you? Fuck. Um. Anyway. Bye.